cool.
I had put it in the template.
You get like a fixed stick or something.
Yeah, so it's different color.
But this one gets you cooldown.
Tons of cooldown.
Yeah.
Too bad it's not rolled super good. Like, you can still get another 3% on that, but
Oh, this is really good now.
no, it's kind of crappy.
No, agreed. What should I what's blanket?
Probably life per hit, so purple.
And stay alive.
For your helmet, you want something entirely different?
Diamond.
No, blind faith.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying the genuine, obviously. Oh yeah, we still got the analysis. What about Leorix? Is that in the cube?
Yep. Right now she's got strong arms in the cube, which makes me curious on what she's got on her necklace. Halcyon Ascent.
The jumping, when they're jumping, they get
Yeah,
the
the
knockdown.
jumping thing is fun.
Yeah.
Jumping.
So, wouldn't you recommend the orcs or blind faith?
Well, they're frozen all the time, so Leorix. You're right. Yes. Yes, so Leorix. Do you have a perfect Leorix?
I have a pretty nice one, I think.
I
I think this one's pretty good.
I got 100%, I think, somewhere.
I got a primal one here.
I got one that's meant for supports.
Oh yeah. Check this one out. How do you do the you hit
X and options within 3 frames of each other, but X has to go first.
okay.
Oh, it's nice that it's packaging.
So that's the your Leorix, that and that. And the last thing I need to check is what you got in the Ring of Royal. Perfect. Yeah. And then in the cube, strong arms, yep. If you were still having problems with cooldowns, you can change Everson Spear of Lysander to Ingeum, but I really don't think you'll have an issue with it.
Did you get the mail from me? Did I send it? Or no? I just want to know if
For me?
the river. I'll try to send it to you too. I need practice. I used to do this and I forgot. I haven't done it in so long.
Yeah, you sent me that. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Nice. That is really good.
What do I put in the diamond?
Yeah. Here's one for you if you want. Oh, you already got one. Okay. See if you get that one.
The Andariel's Visage. Wow. Hey, I'm just gonna send you something willy-nilly, and you can totally put it on if you want. But I just got this gifted to me from a buddy of mine, and I think you just might be interested. I know I'm interested. Wait till you take a look at it. Do you see what's in your mailbox?
Oh, whoa. Yeah. That's the, yeah. Wizard helm. That'll be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, as well as the swamp land waiters, you can always re-roll and dupe them to yourself again.
It's too bad the you can't test with the royal grandeur outside of season.
You can do math
That
outside of it,
is
so.
nice, yeah. Yeah, right. I understand. It'd be fun to use it, but that is a nice one for sure. Yeah.
I think the only thing I didn't give you is the dainty's binding, but we don't need that. So she's doing all the production. I am going to run a curse. So what curse am I gonna run?
On high rifts, wouldn't you want to run like the what's the
Everyone runs a separate curse on high-end rifts. One runs Decrepify Borrowed Time, and the other one runs Frailty. So I'll run Borrowed Time, I guess, because I love cooldown. Or do you want to run that?
Oh, what should I swap out? Bone spikes, right?
Yes.
I'm running, let's see. I don't know, what do you think?
Either Frailty or Decrepify. I want Daisy to run the Blood Flask and Leech. Ooh.
So you're gonna run, you run Decrepify Borrowed Time, and I'll run, Frailty, which one?
Frailty, Early Grave, or Scent of Blood, the very first one, which makes your minions deal more damage.
Oh yeah. Alright, I'll try that.
And then, actually Daisy needs to run the Borrowed Time. So I
Oh yeah, okay.
actually, no, she might not need to.
Have it, I think, right?
Okay.
Oh, she has Frailty.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She has Early Grave, but the two Frailties are over right?
Yeah. So,
I could run Leech,
she could run Leech.
Shouldn't she run Borrowed Time, or do you think she's got enough?
Yeah, she's got enough. Yeah, totally is enough. Maxed out build is like 72%. Like, it's retarded. But yeah, if you run Leech and you go to Blood Flask, whenever a cursed enemy dies, your potion cooldown is reduced by 1 second.
So who's running Leech? Daisy? Or?
Yeah. You run Leech, and that way we have all 3 curses out. And then they die. Leech, Blood Flask, or something else if you want that. Another thing we could probably do, actually, is for more bodies, we could also run... Ooh, why didn't I think of that? I'm going to run Land of the Dead, Shallow Graves. Every 10 enemies killed extends the duration by 1 second, up to a maximum of 2 seconds. So there's no CC component. You should run the Frozen Lands for sure. Frozen Lands.
Yeah, I have 4 stones.
Nice.
Circle, right? Check out your circle. That's, yeah, Frozen Lands.
So I'm also going to run a Land Before Time. Land of the Dead. I'm doing the one that just extends the duration for killed enemies. So you can run whatever curse that you want. Either one of you. You want to run Decrepify? Sure, go ahead. Borrowed Time is your best go, because it, you know.
Okay. So change your square to the feet. Borrowed Time. That should be nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Frailty, and you have, or what? What do you want to do?
Me? I'm doing I'm doing Land of the Dead. Land of the Dead, Shallow Grave. I'm also gonna run Land of the Dead.
What's your first?
I'm not gonna run one. I'm gonna run an extra,
Okay.
just in case we have a down point, so I can pop it. Like you could even run this too, right?
Gotcha.
And then she could just run that, but we kind of need, yeah. So,
I think it'll be good.
yeah, we'll be great. It's gonna be ridiculous.
What do we want to try?
Let's go into something. I don't know.
Let's just try speed 95 or something.
No, we can't do 95. That one, no, that just won't. Did you change your cube to Crispin Sentence?
I believe I did. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, now remember this time you're gonna have to press Mage a lot more often.
Okay. And bone armor to cross.
Yeah. And because your bone armor gets reduced every time you cast your mages.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's what keeps your damage up.
You have the Nemesis?
Yes, she does.
Oh, shit.
45 trill.
Oh, shit. Nice. I gotta still be careful.
We need Land of the Dead, dude. Yeah, if you don't keep Land of the Dead up, we can't do anything. We need those corpses and those orbs. There we go. Are you kidding me? 51. Oh my god, 257 trillion. 257 trillion.
Wow.
I'm cool down here. Cool down here. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Rat runs. Take a side step. No, yeah, I know. I'm waiting down here.
Where we going?
Yeah.
That was me.
We might have to find a way to get Stuart Greaves in your... Oh my god! Land of the Dead half a second too late. Yeah, well, I'm dead.
Yeah. Land of the Dead necros.
Yeah, so if you don't press Land of the Dead, that's the thing. We're gonna die. Yeah, so Land of the Dead has to be up all the time. Has to be. Well,
She's almost got it.
I'm down. Just go back to the floor. Go back to the floor, and then I'm in red gear, so I need to GTFO. You guys can try it, but I'm in red gear.
Okay, just
No.
put back a little bit here. Might as well go back here.
247 trill. You know what? I'm gonna clip that just because.